It's not about the wins. If you're in this because of wins, it would be a shallow reason to coach. My goal is to get the kids who play for me to the next level in whatever they're going to do.
Typically, you won't hear a coach with 872 career victories take the value out of wins on the basketball court. But for Coach Gene Pingatore, who's in his 51st year of coaching at St. Joseph High School in Westchester, Illinois, the real priority comes after his players graduate.
I think my responsibility is not winning basketball games. It's what I do for the kids after they're done with playing for me. Help them get in college, letters of recommendations for jobs, whatever it is.
Of all the players Pingatore has coached in his tenure, this is perhaps most noticeable with one of his most famous alums, Isiah Thomas.
When he was a senior, our first 3 games, we were number 1 in the state. And he was averaging 40 points a game, 3 games. Our record was 1-2. And had a long talk with him about, we can't win with you scoring 40 points. We need to have you score maybe 25 and have 10 assists, get everyone else involved. And we didn't lose another game after that until we were upset in the sectional final.
Thomas went on to Indiana University and was later drafted by the Detroit Pistons in 1981. Early on in his rookie season, Thomas was putting up the points, but the wins were tougher to come by. Once again, Thomas called upon his coach.
He was frustrated. Never forget, he called me 3 o'clock in the morning one night. He was averaging 25 points a game. Pistons were not doing well. And I reminded him, I said, you remember the time when you were a senior, you were averaging 40, and we had the little talk? You got to do whatever it takes to win. That means get them involved, let them score. If they can't, then you do it. But you just dominating the ball and scoring is not going to get it done. They went on to win 2 NBA championships. So,
although the call was 30 years ago, Thomas vividly remembers the advice he received from Pingatore that fateful night.
He reminded me that, while you have a great gift to score, one of your greatest gifts is, being able to get others involved and, you got to have a healthy balance of scoring and assisting.
But it's not just players that Pingatore teaches on a daily basis. The legendary coach has become a revered figure in the St. Joseph community for his experience and advice. Managers, assistant coaches, and regular students all go to Coach Ping, as he is affectionately called, for guidance. Bill Riley has worked as an assistant under Pingatore for 27 years now and has learned so many lessons throughout the time, but one stands out.
Consistency. He's very consistent. If he has practice from 5 to 7, you're working from 5 to 7. It never stops. There's no cutting corners. There's no cheat in the game. If you're there to work, you work, and you're consistent with it day in and day out. I think that's probably the biggest lesson that I've learned in the time that I've been here.
It shouldn't come as a surprise to see that Pingatore offers so much advice. After all, he claims to have around 630 sons, with more coming on the way.
Oftentimes I might be a father figure. A lot of single parent families, just mom. In some cases they might not have any male influence at all. So they'll gravitate, to me. It's like having, they're all my sons, if you know what I'm saying. That's what it's all about.
He's been very helpful to me as a person, player, and a coach. I can't tell you how lucky we are and how fortunate I feel to have played for him.
So how much longer does Pingatore plan on coaching at St. Joseph? He's still not sure when he'll step down, but he does have a formula he'll use to figure it out.
If I feel like I can contribute, I'm healthy, and I still have the passion, I'll keep coaching. Once one of those things goes, then you have to get out.
For Medill, this is Lorenzo Reyes.